This week's Player in Profile on Fever TV is celebrating her birthday today. Kaylia Stanton, the big 2-2. Happy birthday, Kay.
Thank you very much.
I believe you had a berry katufi. Was that the cake after training this morning?
Yeah, it's like a berry tart, so girls got me a cake, which is really, really nice.
It's a tradition here at Fever Training on birthdays that we have cake and sing the song afterwards. It must be nice that you guys can stay a little grounded like that in such an important week as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's really important to make sure that you have a bit of fun, and I think later in the week we'll become a little bit more serious about the game and really prep hard for it, but we've just played game on the weekend against Firebirds, so tough loss and starting to prepare for that next game.
You mentioned the loss on the weekend. What were the primary lessons that we learned out of that as a team?
I think we just need to be a little bit more consistent in our efforts. I mean, we had some really good patches throughout the game and we really took it to them for 3 quarters, but I think we needed to finish off in that last quarter. But we fought really hard, so just about finishing it off next time.
Do you take confidence out of a contest like that you can match it with what is the best team in the league? I mean, they are unbeaten in the last 20 games and There's no getting around that fact, but we really, as you said, we really pushed them for 3 quarters. So do you take confidence from the fact that you have shown the capability to match it with that side?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's really important to play against the best. I mean, they're undefeated for so long now that they've got such confidence going into every game, which is obviously hard to break. But I think when you are seen as the underdogs in that circumstances, it's important about making sure that you do take it to them every single time and let them know that you're there. We've got another tough game this weekend against Vixens, and I think it's going to be a really good hit out and a good chance for us to see where we're standing against them.
We always love these Australian Conference clash to come up against a fellow Aussie side, and we're pretty evenly matched in terms of where we sit on the ladder with the Vixens. So I suppose it's going to be a great contest right across the court this weekend.
Yeah, it will be. I think we've got a really strong defence, great shooting, and our centre court are firing really well at the moment, especially after the weekend's game. So we just need to come together, play as a team, and use the confidence that we've got amongst the girls to generate some momentum.
We've reached the midpoint of the season. How do the group feel about, I suppose, the first half, and have we achieved what we would have liked to, or are we, say, maybe a step or two behind what we would have liked to have seen at this point of the year?
I don't think we're a step behind. I think it's adjusting and seeing where we are in the season. I mean, we've got some pretty hard competition against the Australian teams. All are very, very fierce competitors, and you've seen most of the Australian teams defeat all of the New Zealand teams at least for the last, halfway through the season. So I think that competition, when it comes to an Australian versus Australia game, it's really competitive, it's high quality, and it shows on court as well. There's tight matches, the scoreline's relatively close, depending on who's playing. But I think that's really important to make sure that there is that high standard across the competition.
And Kay, for yourself personally, has your season been, in your own eyes, obviously a fair amount of court time comparatively the last few years? You've really kind of started to make your mark in this side and really created a viable option for Stacey on the bench. So how do you assess your first half of the season personally? I
think coming from the bench for the last 2 years and sitting on that and seeing Nat and Caitlin perform so well over the last couple of years, it's been hard for me to probably stamp my authority on the court. I've been lucky for Stacey to give me that opportunity, and I think I continue to push at training and be in a viable option to be given more opportunities throughout the rest of the season. I think it's a credit to her to be able to use the bench. Like any coach, I mean, you can't have 7 players playing the whole game for a whole season because they're just going to get tired by the end of it. So you need to be smart about how you rotate your players, and I think for me, having that opportunity has been really positive, and it's given me a lot more confidence, particularly with A&L as well being played over the weekends now that we have a little bit more continuity, I guess, because you've got more girls playing match play scenarios as opposed to just training. And that's really hard as a player for a bench player who can't necessarily get on court every single week. How do you get that game match-like play, and how do you perform when you come on for those, quarter or however many minutes you're getting? So I've really enjoyed my time out there, and I think what I need to be doing is to keep pushing at training and keep presenting as an option, and really show that I'm ready to go at any time.
And just finally, Kay, we head to the Big House this week for the first of 2 games at Perth Arena. It's a sensational venue. We haven't had the best record there in the past, but I'm sure you and the rest of your teammates looking forward to getting there and getting that monkey off the back in front of what we hope to be a big crowd.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think the support of all the Fever fans is really important for us to make sure that they can rally behind us in such a big venue. We saw last year we had such great turnout, and I think that will really help push us over the line as well. Vixens are a really good side, and to be able to play them at Perth Arena is a really good chance for us. And I think being able to play at such a fantastic venue is really special.
Okay, enjoy the rest of your birthday today. Look forward to the hard work the rest of the week, and we can't wait to see you out there against the Vixens on the weekend.
Thank you very much.